Hello everyone. So my best friend who was up over the weekend was really curious about my silversmithing, and I really didn't have time to come up here and show her. So I figured I'd take a video, but it's not just going to be any video. It's also going to be kind of a tutorial. So I am currently in the middle of making a custom bracelet. This is the stone that I will be using. Very pretty. And this is the bezel for that stone. So let's go ahead and get it soldered. And let's do a test fit. It does fit very nice, very snug. That's what I like to see. Yes, you do see that a little bit right there, but have no fear. Let's move over here. Y'all, I love this new phone stand. Okay, so this is the stone that we are working on. You can see it has a little divot. So let's go ahead and get that fixed. I just like to go in with some pliers and kind of bend it. Just a hair, not too much. There we go. Let's get this file down. And then we will sand it. Alright, so this piece of paper is going to catch all of my, see that gap? We'll fix that here in just a minute. This paper is going to collect all of my silver dust, so I can use it for texture. I can help when I melt things down, stuff like that. So I'm really excited for that. I don't know why I never thought about keeping it, but I didn't. And I am there. So, alright, she's looking pretty good. Close that on up so we don't lose our shavings. Test fit. She could use some sanding. I'll give you that. She could use some sanding. I did order a tool to help me push down the edges, which I'm really excited for, and I'm hoping it'll be here either tomorrow or Wednesday. But we'll see. Alright, so this is my sandpaper, and we're good. Flip around over, and again. Let's test. I don't see any light coming through it. Maybe let's do just a hair. Alright. Now she's all sanded down. She's looking good. I like to test fit a lot, just to be on the safe side. Everything is looking fabulous. I'm very pleased, very pleased. That's better, isn't it? All right. Next, this is a whole silver sheet. So the next thing I'm going to do is lay it on my silver sheet. All right, let's go ahead and chop this right on up. All right, so I chopped up my silver sheet so I can get a better, probably better to do it like that. Yeah. All right, then I'm going to come up here. Those are my cut lines. Let's remove our bezel. I do not waste any scrap. This will be used for another project. It's technically a Christmas present. So I'm just hammering down my edges, making sure everything's nice and flat. I know y'all are so sick of seeing my arm. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright. Test fit is a go. So, let's get this bad boy soldered. I like it. Alright guys, we're going to move again. Alright. Back over here. Sorry. Alright, we're good. Okay. Bezel. Silver plate. Do not worry about those lines. They will not be there. Let me get my flux. I've been needing to scrape the inside, excuse me, of my flux so I can get it all mixed in and nice the way it's supposed to be. So that's what I was doing. Oh. Get it all mixed up. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's very nice. Alright, so flux is ready. Oh. Sorry, I saw a big old blob trying to fall. We're not having that. Alright, so I just make sure this entire piece is covered 100%. Like so. Put my lid back on or else it will dry out. Take this beautiful little bezel and plop it right on down. Checker. I don't like it. I don't like it on that side. Sometimes you gotta take things into your own hands, like so. Perfect. Put that back up there. Make sure everything's even and square. Looks like it is. I have some I don't like to use a whole lot of solder. My next YouTube video will be using silver clay, which I'm really excited about. So now that we have our flux on there. Let's get everything nice and heated. When the flux turns clear, you know you're good. Which it did. So let's go ahead and knock out some soldering. I might have to get my other thing out. I don't really want to, but I'm not thinking what it's going to happen. Because this is not melting down out. Alright, on to plan B, y'all. On to plan B. Scoochie that out the way. We don't need any of that right now. But I do believe I'm going to have to draw y'all up a hair. And zoom y'all out. Now, how can I tighten this? There it is. Alright. That should work. My screen. Oh god. Okay. That can go in a scrap pile. Alright, so if you look right there, you'll see this wee little ball. That is my solder that refused. No, that's magic. I mean, like really magic this time. There we go. I love watching that. Alright, let me lay this stuff back around so I can collect some more solder. Let's put it in. And nothing happened. So we will use some on that side. And maybe a little bit at the top. So let's do a little bit more. Very nice. ahead and turn that off. And then we'll take our little grabbers. I like to put it on the edge and grip it like that. And then take our paper towel and dry everything out. Alright, I would like to add some ropage like this to the outside. See if I can move you up just a hair. Sorry. I'm trying not to burn myself, but that piece oh boy, that we just soldered on is very hot still. So I'm not really trying to burn out my fingers. Sorry, guys. So this is not as easy as they make it look in the videos on Facebook. But you know what? That's okay. Because you can fix that problem. Well, heat never does it, right? Anything loosened everything up. Well, here we go. Changing colors. And done. Now, it is a darker color, but it will be much, much easier to bend around, and it'll hold its shape better. All right. I am going to kind of bend this down a hair, kind of like that. So oh yeah, that is so much better. So much better. That is so cute. I love that. That is gonna look so good. And then once we get done with this, we get to add our hooks. And then we get to throw it in the pickle pot, which is really fun. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this right about there. And again, I can use that other piece for something else. So these two pieces are together now. Let us test fit yet again. Looks pretty good. So let's get this piece soldered together first. All right, so this one needs to move out the way where she can properly cool. And then we can move this and this and zoom in and grab that. Well, maybe not. All right, so we are all together now. dollop right there. Right. Let's do this. Again. Now with these, you have to be very careful because they will melt really, really easy. There we go. I think I need to pull down some more, okay, some more solder here in just a split second. So let's do another, now that we have this one soldered together. I mean, that looks pretty good to me. So what we have here is, this does not want to sit flush. So let's swing you over here. This is the leftover from that sterling. These are jump rings for this bracelet that we are working on. There's a little level. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Hair on level, but it gets the job done. So now, I'm going to swing right back over to here. Right there. All right. Everything nice and warm. I need to pull out my other thing yet. Because that ain't doing it. Alright, round two. Luckily, this beautiful contraption cools off. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. What the heck was that? Oh, geez. I think something just fell. I just don't know what. Sorry, guys. Noise goes back in again. And then I'll situate y'all. Okay. So since this did not want to work where I had it, let's see what we can do here. Get some more. Alright guys, so I think what's happening here is my torch is dying, but I'm not going to let that slow me down. Not one bit. I'm going to try and get all this done. And she's dying. So, this is really fun. You want to learn how to fill up your torch. Take your torch, turn it upside down. Put it right down the hole. Squeeze it all in. So you hear that noise. And then you hear that noise and you know you're good to go for the next round of fire. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this will be the last round until I have to add in the jump rings. Now that that's all soldered, let's go ahead and give her the old dunkaroo. That is one of my favorite sounds. Alright, so this is what we're looking like. A little bit of a hot mess. That'd be alright. That's where we're at. So right now, I am going to pause, take a break while my pickle heats up, and then I will be right back with you.